unfortunate races, such as the first race today, where there were some interesting things happening at the end, and I forfeit right before Bowser.
We're just gonna, let's not talk about that. Who
Let's
needs
not
to?
talk about it. We got good runs about to happen here.
And they actually have begun now. We got Seathorn, Milani, Ben, SMW on the race.
And we've already
Neck and
seen
neck
our
here.
first route divergence, actually, with Ben doing a little jump in that first cutscene, and everyone else just not doing anything.
See, as we have discussed already, Ben is here to have fun and doing it. Really out there to have a good time. Will we see any 361s? Time will tell. Not a whole lot to talk about in this first level. Run through it.
Not really. Usually, you just you got to notice, a couple of these guys opened a vine block, a couple of these guys hit a couple turn blocks on the way, but ultimately, it all ends up the same.
Yep. No 361s, unfortunately. They should be pretty. Yeah, they are literally tied.
Yeah, they're basically in sync.
YI3. YI3, pretty safe level for everybody, but you never know. The tournament nerves could get to you a little bit. Miss a jump, accidentally reset. There's a lot of potential pitfalls.
Especially that first jump. That box jump will get you. Jump. You're not ready for it.
I remember because I switched to SMB1 for a while, and so the physics are different, and I came back and I just could not. I was like, this is so confusing. I was like, I used to do it forever. It's like, how do I do this? But they all get it, because they're better than I am.
They all got that 59. There might be a few frames of variance depending how long each of them hit the brown platforms, but really, it's anyone's game right now. You can't tell.
As you may not know, those brown platforms do move to the right while you're standing on. Get a bit of a speed boost. Let's see how the shell stomping goes on this one.
Oh, Milani.
Silver Star fails to stomp the shell.
Yep, and Milani takes it and kicks it into the water. I think Seathorn got a shell jump, if I caught that right.
Yes, with the 76.
Yep, with the 76. Yep, there it is.
So, well done. Well done to Seathorn. He holds a very minuscule lead now. About a third of a second, I believe, it saves.
Yep. Not too much, but just enough that you can notice it.
To been, in 11 exit, it's extremely meaningful if you're going for the record. But
exactly.
In this one,
we're 2.5 minutes into a 32 to 35 minute average run. Like, there's plenty of stuff to happen still.
Definitely, they will be picking up a fire flower in this room to help him fight Iggy. Why can I not remember what castle? Yeah, Iggy's castle. Blanking out. Who is this?
And ideally, they're gonna carry this flower all the way through up till Roy. The fire flower helps these guys kill the bosses much faster, other than Wendy. It's really valuable to keep with you. It shaves a lot of time off. You just throw 2 fireballs and jump instead of hitting them 3 times, going for the full cycles.
Yep. Also, fun random fact that I don't actually know how common of knowledge this is, but I heard it once and felt like repeating it. All of the bosses are named after in this game, so that's
named after what?
Musicians.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, it makes sense, definitely.
Yep, Ludwig's named after Beethoven. Because I'm a classical music nerd, I remember that one. I used to know who they were all named after, and then I forgot. But I was told this by a reputable SMW runner, so it must be true. I'm pretty sure it is true. Otherwise, I would. I mean,
even if it's not, you could definitely draw that comparison based on the names. Ooh, Seathorn hitting those clouds.
Yeah, I should probably actually pay attention to the race instead of trying to figure out boss names on this one. But clean cape grabs by all 4 runners. They will ideally be hoping to carry this with them throughout the remainder of the run as well. 62 for Silver Star.
Yep,
61 for
61 and a 50 something.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Seathorn hit those clouds.
Yeah, never knew you could walk on clouds, but Mario, he's just getting everything done. Only a couple seconds lost though, nothing too major.
Nothing too major in the grand scheme of the run.
The chat is now speculating for us. I'm gonna let you all keep doing that, everybody. See?
Yep.
Yep.
Iggy
We're getting there.
Pop.
It probably would have been a better
David.
fact. Yeah.
I feel like I'm just reading Carrick's splits, honestly. If you ever watch his runs, usually he has his splits named like that, especially for 11 exits. So,
Silver Star breaking news has taken a hit and lost his cape. This fun, so he will have to collect another one. Fortunately, there are capes scattered throughout the run.
I actually wonder if Silver Star's going to go back for it. No, he's not.
He will not. He's
I've seen him run a lot of no cape, no star world. He's very good at that as well. So I actually would not. I would be surprised if he had gone back for that cape.
Definitely an advantage in something like this if you do need to continue without the cape. Very nice execution.
Very
This
nice.
is the door. Doors, of course, as you may not know, are the real boss of this game.
It's true. It's very true.
They move into Donut Plains 3. And P-Speed secured by all three cape runners, and Silver Star falls off the platform and takes a death, losing that Fire Flower as well. But he will continue on. Dedicated to the no cape strats. Gotta love it.
Cape. That is definitely one of the trickiest levels in this run, in my opinion. So kudos to him, even just going for it. I know he's very good at it, very confident in this, but I still just think it's absolutely wonderful to watch.
Oh, he takes another death. Very unfortunate start to the run here for Silver Star.
Meanwhile, these other guys are going to head into DP4.
Ben actually holding on to a slight lead. That actually came off kind of sounding like Ben shouldn't have a lead. Wow. No flame, Ben.
What do you mean? Of course Ben is in the lead. Always in the lead.
It's the fun strat, see? He's having fun and he's winning. First, only a slight lead. This one. Silver Star does complete DB3.
We're all here. We're enjoying Mario World. They're playing it. We're watching it. We're talking about it. Aren't we all winners in the end?
Yeah, definitely. This is definitely a win-win situation. Ben entering Morton now. I think kind of this is the first level when I tried to win this category that I stuck on for a really long time. The Morton fly. Definitely just, it looks so simple, but keeping that flight all the way up, very difficult. We'll see if these runners can nail it. The spring, he skips the spring actually.
Skips the spring, but that was a really fast jump up though.
Seathorn keeps the speed as well, and they're pretty much tied. He will have to wait for the platform though, which will lose him a couple of seconds. I have to think that was probably not deliberate.
Oh, and Milani doesn't quite make it up there with the spring in time, so he looks like he's going to try and gather his speed back up so he can fly back up when he's got the opening.
He should have it. Yep, he does have the speed.
Yep, there he goes. Nice save.
Silver Star has now collected a cape and will be attempting the Morton fly.
And that little difference there, Seathorn making it up with the spring, Ben not, let Seathorn take the lead again. Being able to skip waiting for that platform is definitely a good few seconds.
It's a whole cycle. Still, obviously, extremely early in the race. But and Silver Star takes a hit, loses his recently gathered cape.
And he just ditches that mushroom, goes up anyways. He just uses that damage boost, make his way into the room.
It's working out for him. And
yeah, quite honestly, all things considered, this is a pretty good run for him still.
Absolutely. Seathorn nailing the flight, and Ben as well. Very nice. Definitely a non-trivial trick. Not extremely difficult, but definitely something you can die to. Or not die to, but you can fail on occasion.
Yeah. And when you fail it, you gotta regain your flight to get back up, or you have to do some other tricks, depending on what your power-ups are looking like.
Mm-hmm. Milani going for the spin strats.
Going for those scary spin strats, but he misses
the
fly, so we're going to see some of the alternative strats here.
Yep, he'll have to go collect. Oh, and he loses the P-Speed again. There we go. And he gets up. Silver Star still not going back for a cape after he lost his second one. He's going to be continuing on here. See if he can nail this strat.
Oh.
Oh, he's going for it.
You guys are going to want to keep an eye on that. Oh, that was a nice little buzzy jump.
Very well done there by Silver Star. Definitely competent in the as well as with the cape, of course.
And Milani making his way up VS1. Not having too much of an issue. Seathorn and Ben going through a flyover.
Nice little way to relax for a couple minutes.
Yeah, definitely lets you slightly disconnect from the race. Just a little bit.
Yep. Before that vanilla fort.
Can't get too comfortable, though. If you let your mind wander a little too far, it's very easy to die or lose a power-up in any of these levels.
Miss a cape pump, and then that's a disaster. End up hanging out down there with the dolphins instead of flying right over. Not ideal.
Oh yes, the dolphins will killer.
But they make it past, despite our concerns. Silver Star has now collected a cape and is grabbing the Fire Flower as well. Back to full power-up status. On Silver Star. Vanilla Fortress for Ben and Seathorn. Doing a bit of swimming.
Yeah, this fort is a little tricky, as you got to weave through all the things that are falling at you and swimming at you. Those bony fish are really kind of awkward sometimes.
Yep.
Trying to get between the falling spikes and the fish is really weird sometimes. You have to be really tight on that movement there.
Especially as a first-time runner, when you're just starting to go through it, it's kind of, there's stuff coming at you from everywhere. And of course, Reznor at the end, Seathorn hit, loses the cape, and loses the Fire Flower as well, actually. Very unfortunate for him. And Silver Star ending up down with the fish. See if he can keep his power-ups. Ben with a nearly flawless Reznor, loses a couple seconds, but does not lose his power-ups, crucially, so that should propel Ben into a relatively significant lead, actually.
Oh, yes. It definitely gives him a fair bit of advantage once they get out of Butterbridge 1.
Yep. Where Seathorn will be able to recollect the cape, but not the Fire Flower. I believe.
Yeah, we'll definitely see Ben's advantage once we get closer to Ludwig.
Yep. Ludwig fight without fire is a fair bit slower.
It's a fair bit slower. You got a couple. You can cycle skip in there. You can save some of that time you lost back, but ultimately having that fire is real key. Really
unfortunate Reznor pattern for Milani.
Oh yeah, that
just the fireball straight in his face every time, but he just losing a bit of time on the speed of the kill. Silver Star now in 4th place, but still hanging with him. About a level,
certainly not too far behind. Sorry. I think I talked over you.
No, we're good. I was just rambling on, anyways. But an excellent Reznor from Silver Star. Well done.
That was very beautiful. The rules
one. Go ahead.
The rules are: you have to defeat Bowser without using Star World. The route we're seeing is the generally fastest route. There are a couple other routes that technically qualify, but are significantly slower. And to qualify, you just have to complete 3 qualifiers and be in the top 64 with your average of your 3 best times.
So you do need to complete 3 races, and they will be continuing tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday this upcoming week. So there will be 20 more opportunities after this one to qualify. So it's definitely not too late if you are not in the tournament already.
Yeah, and if you want to if you're even just curious about this tournament, you want to do a run or two, just hop in with these guys, see what it's like. All in all, this is a pretty accessible category to anyone, in my opinion.
For sure. It's definitely not as challenging as something like 96.
Yeah, it's definitely not as challenging as 96. I'd say it's a fair bit easier than all castles in some regards.
Yep. There's more flyover stages, and the route itself is just a little bit different.
Yeah. You do have you still have a couple of really tricky levels, including, you know, the fortresses. Going through that sandbar effectively can be a little weird. As
we are now entering Ludwig for Ben and Seathorn, so you will see the difference here with Ben having the... I believe Seathorn does do the cape strat in room 2 normally. We saw them practicing that earlier, so that shouldn't be a detriment to him. See if he can nail the fly.
Oh, that looks good.
And he nails it, Ben, as well. Going to the Fire Flower. Oh, he takes damage and will not go back to the cape. He'll be able to get that in.
He's saying, I want that speed. I've already got it. I'm not going back. And that's a fair choice, too.
Absolutely. Especially because there is a cape right to the right of this over here, yes.
There is, but he doesn't have a power-up to grab it, unfortunately.
Yep.
The thing with that, with where Ben lost his cape, is that if he tried to go back for it, the ceiling, he would either have to go back again and hit the button and then wait for some room to keep going, or accept death. And really, those aren't good options.
Definitely not. Yeah, very unfortunate place to lose that power-up. Milani, we'll see, going for the cape strats.
Yep. He's going for a variation that I prefer if I don't have a flower, where you just kind of take it slow while you're going through the potobos, and then you regain all your speed and stuff in the second half of the room.
He'll get through. Definitely nothing wrong with that that approach.
It's a lot safer, and
really safe.
Overall, it's not a huge time loss, all things considered. I think it's definitely a fair race strategy.
Oh, for sure. Just to lose a couple of seconds to make sure you're going to keep those power every time.
Now we're see Silver doing the fire strats, no problem.
Seathorn now entering Forest of Illusion. We'll see if we see him go for the wings. Seen a couple people go for that today. Definitely not without risk. I've had a couple deaths to it, actually, so far.
Yeah, the setup, as far as I understand, it's pretty weird. I've seen it done a lot. I've never done them myself because
he's gonna go for it.
It's very tight.
So basically, what they're doing is they're duping the P-balloon block up and to the left, and that will spawn the Yoshi wings that you saw Seathorn grab there to finish the level much faster. Yeah, it's not a massive time save, but it definitely does save time. Ben, you can see just going for the normal.
It's about 6 or 7 seconds, and you only lose a couple seconds going for it. So, really, it's not that bad to go for if you're relatively confident in it. But it is a little tricky because you have to give that shell momentum before you try the dupe.
Yep.
That's what lets it hit the right position.
Seathorn getting the first try clip. Really nice. But yeah, going for the wings, there is a little bit extra risk. As long as you are confident in duping the block, it's a pretty reasonable strat to go for. Ben also getting in first try to the clips. Very well done. Silver Star here also going to be going for the wings. Let's see if he's going to try to dupe this block up and to the left.
Yeah, outside dupe, but worked out for him.
Flies up and completes the level. Milani not going for the clip. This is the general strat, I would imagine. I remember actually I got stuck in this level, and he does collect a fire flower, crucially. I got stuck in this level for so long, could not figure out the maze.
It's a very confusing level. It doesn't help that it's underwater, so it's very easy to time out while you're in there if you're not sure where you're going.
It was interesting because I'd only ever seen people go for the clip. So I was just kind of watching through some videos and trying to learn the strats kind of, and then I was like, wait, I don't know how to beat this level. So I'd never seen anybody beat it, and I was like, what do I do? So I got a little bit stuck. Anyway. My boring stories aside, Seathorn into Royfly.
Ooh, that was close.
That was definitely close in the dive bomb. Pretty sure he had a high flight speed, so we got closer to the Potoboos than.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Oh!
And he goes down. Seathorn taking a death.
That's
lost the
really
flight.
where you don't want that to happen.
So Ben recaptures the lead as long as he can maintain his flight speed. Oh! Whew. Not exactly ideal, but it does work out for him. Wow.
That looked like a bit of a safety maneuver, him slowing down right where Seathorn dived in. Definitely
no Yep, no Fire Flower. I believe this loses 8 seconds. Not having the Fire Flower in this one.
I believe it is 8 seconds, or around 8 seconds per boss, other than Ludwig.
Yep. As we see Silver Star and Milani tied for 3rd place, basically. Both entering Royfly now.
Both have the same power-ups.
Gotten through it. Oh, Seathorn almost takes the same death. But is able to get through it. And they will both make it through. Switch to that Fire Flower and we'll see the quick kill.
Yeah, but it looks like there was only a difference of about flight speed there between Milani and Silver.
Yep.
So, both doing it pretty solid. It's looking real tight between the two. Seathorn just slightly ahead of him.
Yep, and then Ben out in first.
A little bit ahead of that, so I'd say we got a pretty good race going here.
Absolutely. Yeah, all 4 runners still on pretty good runs. No absolutely devastating mistakes or anything so far, so nice to see a good race. Ben almost exactly a stage ahead of Seathorn. Exiting as Seathorn was entering.
Yep. Now he's going to head into the interesting ghost house, as I like to call it, because this is the ghost house where many interesting, unexpected things can and will happen.
Yes,
relating to the...
oh, he runs into the pipe, but he maintains the speed.
He almost got back up, too.
Around, and he does get in the door, so... Takes a little bit of time loss, but he does keep the power-ups and his life. Need a little damage boost up, and he is through. Doorfly as well. Very fancy. The other 3 runners now entering that ghost house. See if any more shenanigans occur. Spin fly strat from Milani. Interesting. Nice early door there from Seathorn.
Ooh, Milani's doing
as fast as possible, and Silver Star takes a death. Again, going for that early door. Not quite able to get it. I believe that was going for the early door. Didn't quite catch it.
That was neat watching Milani ride the fishing boo. Used to see that all the time. I think people wised up to the scariness that it actually is.
Yep.
If you even slightly lose your balance on there, you might just hit them and lose your cape. It's very tricky.
Yeah, it's a weird stage.
Silver Star having a really nice no cape in that second room.
Getting a little bit ruined by the door, of course.
That's just doors, though.
That's just doors. Surprisingly hard to get into.
They definitely did not take inspiration from real life on these doors in SMW.
No, they did not. You press up and you just don't go in it. It's like, dude, get the door.
Ben backing that up. Pretty nice. Missing that initial flight speed. Ooh, we've got Milani with the Yoshi here.
we'll see how
I
it works
just
out for
noticed
him.
that.
Yeah, he picked that up, and it's working out for him so far. Bit of a different strat, but
Yeah, typically you don't see it in No Star World. You usually see it more in All Castles because you grab those wings at the where the sandbar is. You'd grab the wings because it's a different route. But if you're more used to All Castles, the Yoshi's helpful because it makes you not have to learn Sunken Ghost Ship another way. It makes Fob 1 easier. I even think Choco's Secret's a little bit easier with Yoshi myself, so definitely a good move in my opinion.
Ben takes damage. We'll lose that cape, but he does have a backup, and he's gonna be okay. Looks like. Yep. All good. There's the damage. Takes damage, but gets through. Or damage boost, rather. Cape cancel. I don't know what I'm saying. I've lost the words.
There are things happening.
Oh no!
Oh no!
There's more things happening.
There are more things happening now.
Ben going right back in.
So is this where Seathorn's gonna take the lead back? Let's see.
Yep, and he enters the fight. Can be a little tricky if you land a little bit too early. You can actually take damage before the hitbox has spawned.
Yeah, it's kind of weird like Bowser, where hitbox on them doesn't immediately enable when you see them.
Oh, my stream has frozen, so we're gonna have to work on this one.
Yeah,
Come back,
Milani's
stream.
Silver Star in the second room.
Keeps the flight. Okay, Yep, stream's back. We're good.
Beautiful. Beautiful second room there.
For sure. All within a very small amount of time here. Although Ben, without any power-ups, will have to grab that cape. As they move on to the Sunken Ghost Ship. Sunken Ghost Ship.
Yep, so get your orbs ready. Everyone get ready to just say it with your deepest, throatiest, grossest voice as soon as everyone's hitting those orbs.
Oh, my stream is once again frozen. It's a disaster. I'll leave you to the orbing. Will I work on this?
I'm a very big fan of orbing. Ben and Seathorn are both just skillfully making their way through the second part of the ghost ship. Seathorn getting that first despawn. Damage boost, uses his backup cape. Make that ring a little bit faster. Ben doing something similar. Now we're going to see them try and reduce some of the lag. Ben's going to go for that mushroom and take a fair bit of the lag. Orb. Orb. I had to say it twice because Seathorn also just got it.
Yep.
But Ben was making me nervous. Alright, so Milani's heading down for his orb, and so is Silver Star. Milani's slowing down a little bit, trying to avoid the spike balls. And orb! And we're just going to see Silver masterfully dodge him. And orb.
All 4 orbs. Always fun at the at marathon events. Get everybody in on the orbs.
Especially when there's 4 of them just right close like that.
Definitely, definitely.
So Ben's gonna take the throw block with him through the gold tape, grab himself an extra mushroom. Nice thing about many of the items in this game is you take them through a gold tape, they'll turn into an item that you have already, or a mushroom, or some items will turn into a 1-up.
Yep.
It's very nice for getting some safety for free.
Yep. Seathorn dies to the sandbar. Very sad to see.
Very sad indeed. This is Ben's chance to try and go for a catch-up now.
Yeah, props to him for going for it, though.
Oh, always definitely. So Milani's now in the sandbar room with his cape, leaving Yoshi behind, saying, you know, those wings were for you, but we're not going that way, so you can just sit here. And you know, ooh, Silver, just getting that sandbar clip.
Styling on everybody, flying through the level.
Yeah.
Catching up a little bit to Ben, actually. They're pretty close now, one cycle apart. Oh, and he goes for this.
Does that silly clip there that's, I'm told, is free, but I'm afraid to try it for obvious reasons.
For obvious reasons. Gotta wonder if the people telling you have an agenda, looking for you to get killed there. Ben now entering the fort. Second to last level for him.
Up there with that jump. So it is possible without a cape to get up there, but as far as I understand, it's basically RNG if you make it. Without waiting for the thing to rise.
I believe that's correct. Oh! Silver Star. That looks like an unpleasant place to be. If I was Mario. But he survives.
Seathorn doing the port just capeless, and doing it quite well so far.
Ben into the Reznor.
Oh.
That makes it through.
Sorry, Seathorn. I'll take responsibility for that one. Silver Star going for Madman strats and just blowing it away.
Makes it. We'll see how Reznor treats him.
And very nice.
Ben now moving into the back door of Bowser's Castle, Dark Room, and the Bowser. And we will be done. Milani also finishing off Reznor. Ben into the fight, doing a bit of flying, just to make sure those wings are working. Seathorn dodges the fireball, and we'll make it. Past Reznor, all 4 players now onto the back door of Bowser.
Yeah, all in varying spots, really. It's not too far at all. Depending on what happens here in Bowser, it's still anyone's game.
Oh, for sure. The cape kill, pretty consistent, but definitely a lot of things that can still go wrong with it. Release a button at the wrong time, and it all falls apart.
Yeah, I think it's all going to come down to mentality. If the other guys know where each other is. Desire to win.
Yep. Exactly. Seathorn doing it without a cape. Still, just a little bit slower. But he should still be.
A little bit slower, but it's not going to be that much slower.
No, definitely not.
And it looks like we already have a finisher. In SRL, Umar finished with a 34.03, and Marcelo just finished with a 34.54.
Yep, so congratulations to them. Well done.
There's all kinds of good action happening right now.
Absolutely. 4 Bowser fights. Oh, at exactly the same time.
Seathorn just tossed his Mecha Koopa over to the right.
And that
Oh,
is,
here it comes.
that is the last hit for Ben. He finishes with a 34.55.
Good job, Ben. GG.
Well done to him, GG. All around, well, not quite yet, but still a sub 35. Very, very respectable.
And there is Silver's last hit.
Yep, Silver Star 35.10 on his timer.
Then here comes Milani going for that last hit. Bam.
He has finished with a 35.29 on SRL.
GG Milani.
Seathorn just finishing up. One more cycle left, I believe, or one more phase.
I believe he's on phase 3.
Yep, he's looking up. Hits the buzzer, and one more hit. I believe he bounces 7 times, maybe 6 times, 5 times. I don't remember. Anyway, gets
There
the
he
Koopa,
goes.
throws it up, and that's the last hit. Seathorn has finished.
With a 35.55 SRL. Well done, Seathorn.
GG's all around to all the racers.
Yep, everyone did very well. Everyone that's just in the SRL room, everyone that's on the restream here, everyone that's still going, honestly, you guys, you're troopers, you're sticking it out.
Yeah, there's
all sorts of things are happening.
Yeah, Classic James just entering Valley Forge. So, still very, very close. And I believe the other 2 runners are in. Just check the streams real quick. They are in the Fortress or Bowser itself. So, yeah, all 4 in Bowser at the same time. Pretty much, one phase apart. After 35 minutes ish of racing, still very, very impressive.
Really awesome.
Yeah,
really
awesome. The quality of races we've seen so far, just in the first day and a half, has been really superb.
Yeah, all sorts of cool strats. I think we've already seen a very large variety of different strats in almost every level.
Yes.
So, yeah, you know what? We need a shout out for chat too, just for hanging out, for talking about how the Koopas are named after music.
Yeah, thank you, chat, for the rescue on that one.
Chat keeping it fun for all of us.
Yeah, everybody just hanging out, being really chill. So thanks to you guys for that. It makes our jobs a lot easier. Just a reminder for everybody, as we have pretty much finished up this race, there are some links in chat. SMW, you can see links to the tournament schedule, the official Discord, and additional details / the actual page. If you are interested in signing up still a lot of time left. We'll be doing these qualifiers through December 6th. So just get 3 races in and you will be seeded into the knockout bracket. Also, if you would like to place some bets on this tournament, there's a link in chat for that as well. Viewers outside the US can sign up and get a free €20 bet, and the proceeds from this will be going toward the prize pool for this tournament. So definitely check that out if you are able.
As a US person, I'm pretty sad that I can't have 20 free euros to gamble with. So, lucky all you European guys. Like,
yeah, I'll second that one.
Definitely take up on that offer. Because who knows, that may turn into $40, and then you cash it out, and
yeah, you've got 40 free euros. So we do have 2 more races today, and there will be a bit of a switch before them. I will be stepping out, and Carrick will be back alongside Mike here to bring you the last 2 races.
Oh, yes. Carrick always keeps the commentary interesting as well. So
not sure where he is right now, but I'm sure he will be here. Oh, he's online. He'll be here. As that next race is starting in about, in theory, I think the schedule has it in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. We'll see the next one in about 5 minutes. And I will be back momentarily. I need to take a quick break. And I will be back here in just a couple minutes with Carrick. Jarl Carl, it's been an absolute pleasure commentating with you.
The same to you. Had a really good time, and have fun in the next couple races. I'm sure they'll be just as good as this one. Yep. So we're gonna head out, and next race will start shortly. Thanks everybody for watching, and have a good one. Take care.
Thanks, everyone.